When you are feeling defeated, down and out, and all your problems make you wanna scream and shout. So when you are down and give up your last, and all your tears have filled up your cup, keeping it real with Stephen Michael. Never give up, Stephen Michael. Always keep moving forward. Stephen Michael. The storms of life comes in many stages. Remember, the book of life has many pages. Keep looking for hope and faith when you're lost at sea. Keeping it real with Stephen Michael. Never give up with Stephen Michael. Always keep moving forward. Stephen Michael.
Always remember, you matter, you are important, and you make a difference. Keep smiling and dancing with DJ Brian. Rest in peace to our true hero, Johnny.
Good morning, everybody. Keep it real, Steve Michael, episode 326, live from Lily in Deer Park Freedom Fest 2025. We're here to honor all first responders. We're here to honor military officers. We're here to honor police officers, firefighters, EMS. This is your day, Freedom Fest 2025, live for the #1 motivation show out there. Keep it real, Steve Michael. Back-to-back days. We did a live show last night. And we're doing a live show now, so I'm sharing this thing. All right, so when we start with everything, we're at a packed house here. It's a packed house. There's like hundreds of people in here today. So I'm here with Andy Fox and Megan Fox. We're Lily Flanagan's that came up with Freedom Fest 2025. I'm trying to hear myself think. Tonight's going to be a special night. It's for everybody out there, but everybody knows what I do. Mental health awareness, we don't forget. May's still Mental Health Awareness Month. So we're going to get into it, Andy Fox, with Patty Tankicop, what we're doing. And I'm going to give you the phone numbers real quick out there. Lorenzo, put the phone numbers up. I got 5. If you're NYPD, you feel hopeless, helpless, you need to call someone. Plenty of phone numbers. First is Papa, 188-267-7267. You call a number, we get back to you 24/7, 365. Independent, confidential police department. Then there's a employee assistance unit for uniformed civilian members of service. 646-610-6730. NYPD Chaplains Unit 212-473-2363. And these shows for everybody. Suicide National Hotline. Text 988. Call 988. Over 22 veterans a day commit suicide. We're out there for you. But let me tell you, this show is brought to you tonight by Project Anchor Cop. Right. Project Anchor Cop is happy to be here at Freedom Fest, hosted by Lily Flanagan's. This is the second annual Freedom Fest that Lily Flanagan's is hosting for us, and it's an honor that they're asking us to come out and do this today. And I don't know if you can see it with the camera. I don't think you can right now, but it's a full house here today. It was supposed to be outdoors, and it was like sunny. We were all out here like, why is it indoors now? But now guess what? It just opened up. Now it's pouring out, and this is why it's indoors today. So we got Lorenzo here from Paradise Studios. We don't want all that fancy equipment to get ruined. So that's why we're here indoors today. But I'll tell you, we got a band. The Beer Nuts are kicking butt tonight. I was going to say kicking for something else, but I'll refrain, right? This is going to be on Beer Nuts TV next Wednesday. Beer Nuts, so we're going to go quick with this because we're on a time schedule. So before I get into it with Andy, I'm going to give me DJ Brian. You in the house, right? DJ Brian. He's back there somewhere. Let's do some Fantastic Friday. Give me the intro, DJ Brian. Make it loud. Fine. You got him? All right. Before I go to Brian, we'll go real quick. So, what we're doing here today is to give back. So, Andy, how did Freedom Fest 2025 come about? How did it start last year? What's it all about?
I'll tell you, it was shortly after John Dilla was murdered, a little bit over a year ago, and everybody on Long Island, especially the South Shore of Long Island, was really backing police and everything. And Project Anchor Cop was blessed enough to get a phone call from Willie Flanagan's saying that, you know, the Back the Blues sentiment was really strong. They wanted to reach out and see if we wanted to be the beneficiaries of a new event called Freedom Fest. And we did, and it was amazing. It was outside. They had food trucks. They had all kinds of stuff happening. It was amazing. We had the live music playing, also the live band. And now, you know, here we are for the second annual Freedom Fest. It seems like Long Island is always back in the blue. It keeps going, and you know, nothing's stopping right now. DJ Bryan might actually get on the camera for a second. Everybody, in a rare appearance. Ah, there he goes. I think you saw him for a brief thing. Let's move on to the next.
Yeah, well, I can't do the music. All right, so motivational quotes. Are we ready? Stephen Michaels, page, keeping it real, Stephen Michaels, the motivational quotes. Number 1, worrying is stupid. It's like walking around with an umbrella waiting for it to rain. But if you're in New York or Long Island, it is raining today. So you should have an umbrella. Two.
All right, number 2, a failure is like fertilizer, or something else you can call fertilizer. It stinks to be sure, but it makes things grow faster in the future. I don't know, mine stinks, but it doesn't.
3, your mind defines your attitude. Your attitude determines your outcome. The following things will get you through all hardships: faith, family, friends, and love. That's 3 F's and L. I came up with that. Love, friendship, laughter, some of the best things in life really are for you.
Hey, you skipped number 3. Your mindset defines your attitude.
I said it.
Your attitude, you said that? Oh, so you went double. I'm going double. Love, friendships, laughter, some of the best things in life really are free. Your best days are better when you focus on your blessings more than your problems.
And number 7, the elimination diet. Remove your anger, regret, resentment, guilt, blame, and worry, and then watch your health and life improve. This is crazy. How we doing out here? This place is packed. I don't even can't think. DJ Bryan, music ain't working. So you know what? Before I get into the music, I can't do freestyle interactive. I don't know what's going on here. Lorenzo.
Oh yeah, we can do freestyle.
Put down the hoagie and let's get the music going. All right, question number 1. Are you ready? Which would you rather be? Misunderstood or unappreciated, and why?
Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood.
You know what? I think my middle name is misunderstood. I got a good heart, but I'm misunderstood.
Misunderstood any day, then underappreciated.
I think we're misunderstood. And why? I'm a loud guy, so they think they're afraid. They think I'm a gangster when I'm not. So, question number 2. Would you rather spend 100 days in Antarctica or on the moon?
Are you kidding me? To hell with the cold.
I'm going to the moon, baby. I got some umbrella cap now. I'm going to the moon.
But you know the moon's colder than Antarctica.
I think Antarctica. This is crazy.
No, I want the moon.
All right, Antarctica because I'll have heat. Question 3. Would you rather vacation with your in-laws, a nosy relative, or your next-door neighbors? Oh, my God. You know what? I get along with my in-laws, so I'm going to vacation with my in-laws. Not my nosy relative, definitely no. And my next-door neighbor, hell no. I wouldn't even go to the Bronx Zoo with them. No way.
I'm going to pass on that question. My wife's here.
Not even a neighbor?
No, the neighbor. I have no neighbor. I have an abandoned house next door.
What about Private Time Cop? Someone's on your block, Melissa.
Yeah, we got it.
All right. Question number 4. Would you rather Christmas every day or summer year-round? Would you rather Christmas every day or summer year-round?
What do you want? Summer year-round. Summer year-round. Brian wants summer year-round out there on the boat.
Question number 5. Would you rather have a pumpkin spice or a salted caramel?
I'd rather have a black coffee.
Yeah, I'd rather espresso.
I don't like that.
I'm not drinking salted caramel. Maybe pumpkin spice. I don't think I like it, but... Question 6. Would you rather work from home or at your office?
From home.
No, at my office. Home is not... I'm up here next. All right. Question number 7. Would you rather live in one place or move around?
Oh. You know what? I moved around. I lived in 14 different apartments until I met my dear wife. So I'd rather live in one place.
What's your name? Trish says she wants to live in one place. All right. Do you feel more relaxed, outdoors or indoors? Outdoors. Yeah, you know I think so, outdoors. Except for the winter. I don't want outdoors. Question number 9. Is it chicken and waffles or biscuits and gravy? Chicken and waffles?
Yeah, chicken and waffles.
No biscuits and gravy. My mother got red soul. All right. Dessert or dinner? Dessert. Dessert. I say dessert. Is it pizza night or Chinese food? And you're on live TV. Pizza night. Is it Elf or Die Hard for Christmas? Is it Elf or Die Hard for Christmas? Die Hard is not. Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. Yes, Die Hard. Die Hard's not a Christmas movie. Would you rather Die Hard a Christmas movie? Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? It is? She says no. All right, ready? What's your favorite song of all time? What's your favorite song of all time? What is it? My song is my first, my last, my everything, Barry White. Barry White. I don't know. My little guy's favorite song at 10 years old is Black Dog by Led Zeppelin. So, Stairway to Heaven, right? All right. We want you up here. Look at the person to the left of you and the right of you. Who would play a mobster and who would play the action hero in a film? Look at the person to the left of you and right of you. Who would play the mobster in the film and who would play the action hero in the film? Monster, action hero. All right. There you go. Well, I'm looking over here, so I'm going to say, he's the monster. I'm really the monster. He's the monster. And he's the action hero because he drives a train. Let me know. Yeah, let's go blow him up. All right, hold on. Fantastic Friday. Get him out. Get him out. Stop! All right, everybody. Turn my mic on here. All right, Fantastic Friday. What are we going to talk about? Let me tell you what it's about. God wants to let you know from me that tomorrow is always a better day. I know today might be stressful. I know today you might not want to get out of bed. But every day is a good day, and every day we move forward. Remember one thing. No matter what is going on in your life, the man upstairs never gives up on you. So I ask yourself, why do you give up on yourself? Why do you think it's okay to look in the mirror and tell yourself you're not good enough? Tell yourself, very good. That's what I do. That's right. Yeah, that's what it is. That's right. And Confucius Panda said, today, tomorrow. Today is tomorrow's yesterday. That's what it is, right? Today is yesterday. Tomorrow's a mystery. Today's the gift. That's why they call it the present. You know what? All right. But really, what are we talking about? In the bottom line, we're talking about never giving up. I do mental health awareness, and that's what it's all about. All right. Stephen Michaels, top songs. You ready to play it loud? You ready? Make sure it's loud. Then we get Joan over here. Stephen Michaels, top 8 songs to put a smile on your face. Are you ready? Are you ready? Number 8. Black Eyed Peas, I Got a Feeling. Hit it. What about Mazel Tov? L'chaim. Number 7 song. Not passing it out. Don't throw it away. Number 7 song to put a smile on your face. Stephen Michaels says, I'm walking on sunshine. I don't know about that song, man. I think that song is going to fill out to the padded room and plays over and over. Yeah, it's a one-hit wonder for that episode of The Walking Dead. Number 6 song to put a smile on your face. John Bon Jovi. Hey. Number 5 song to put a smile on your face. Stephen Michaels says, Bruno Mars, hit it. Uptown Funk. smile on your face. Give me a little ABBA. Little ABBA.
A little ABBA. One time, this song was on, everybody just get up and suck in. It is.
I do like ABBA. I can't believe I say it. Number 3 song, put a smile on your face. Taylor Swift, hit it.
Hey! What's up, Quinn?
Number 2 song.
Hold on. If you want to see something hysterical, you pull up on YouTube The Rock lip syncing to Shake It Off. It is hysterical. Just look it up. The Rock lip syncs the whole song Shake It Off, and it's out of this world.
Number 2 song. Good vibration. Hit it. Number 1 song. I don't know why we put it, put a smile on your face, but they like it.
Carry fireworks. I don't know, man. That's some potato in my colon.
All right, now here's the real 3 songs I like. These are my 3 songs. Put a smile on your face. Number 9. My first, my last, my everything, Daddy White.
Nice. Everybody have a set of these.
All right, number 10. DJ Brian and Nicky Bullard's favorite song. It's a sin. Hit it.
That was the teenage year.
And the last one, I love it. I do karaoke to it. Give me a little Commodores.
It's a shame.
Hey Brian, where's Joan back there at our booth? Is she back there?
Joan Phillips the stage. I don't know. All right, before I get to Joan, we're going to go real good. Put up Johnny Williams Lawrence on the show. This shit's all over the place. Put Johnny Williams Lawrence up there, is it up? He's my brother. Brian, you play the song?
There it is. I look outside, there's a railroad truck. It's like I can't get away from work.
All right, John's my brother, my friend, my co-host. Died of cancer, never forgot about it. All right, you leave your passport home, virtual vacation. Are we ready? Leave your passport home, we're going to go to Florida. Steve Michael, private jet. This is hard. Ain't nobody paying attention. Private jet to Florida. Disney World. Universal Studio. Hit it. Next stop, virtual vacation, leave your passport home. We're going to Jamaica. Montego Bay. Go run down to the pool. Get a cocktail, go up to the bar, and you're going to hear this song. Hit it. Let's go. All right, question. Number 3. Leave your passport home and go to Dominican Republic. Get ready to dance. All right, Puerto Plata. Walk down to the beach. We got the water. Say, man, twin sharks. Hit it. It's hard. All right. We're going to Mexico. Cozumel. Let's go down there. See our frogs. Walk in. It's bachata time. DJ Brian's favorite song, bachata. Hit it. We're going to Guyana. What the heck? Go to Guyana. It's carnival time. What's it Guyana song.
Guyana. Nash in Guyana by Rance. He's on the phone. Look at this.
Hello, he's on the phone live on TV. Hello.
Looks like we're taking studio calls here next. We got from Portugal. Come on, Portugal. He's on the phone. Hit it. Hey.
That's a bad song. All right, we're going to go to London. Downtown Abbey. My daughter just got engaged in London, by the way. Hit it. Hit it.
She's coming up. She's coming up. She's working her way through the maze of flags. One step.
Two. All right, we're going to Italy. We're going to go to Italy. We're going to go Florence. Go to Florence, have a cappuccino, sit at a cobblestone, and here goes my song. Oh, we're going to New Jersey. Home of Doo-Wop. I'm going to change the song. I don't even know what it is. Jersey Shore, back in the 50s. Hit it. All right, last song, New York. Let's go to TK. I'm in a packed house. They're talking about gossip. They're talking about what they had to drink. They're talking about what they had in food yesterday. They're talking about everything but food effects. But I got a great guest here. We're going to do a commercial with Joan Phillips. She's a therapist. And she does a lot to help the first responders. Joan, tell us what you do.
So I'm in private practice. I work with first responders. I'm in the same office as Project Endicott. And some of my services, I offer group work or individual counseling for free for all first responders. Please reach out. I know it's Mental Health Awareness Month, but it's not just for May. It's every single month. We need to support these first responders. I'm also the volunteer coordinator for Project Endicott. We're always in need of volunteers. Please reach out. We've got some great opportunities. It's a lot of fun. Let me know when you're available and reach out.
You were telling me your son is a first responder, police officer. They've never talked to him. Growing up, is he able to talk to you and express himself?
Yes, actually that's one of the benefits. I'm very open with my family. They always can come to me. But you know what? I have to be honest, since they've been on the job, everything is like, I got it, everything's okay. And you know what? Reality. How could things be okay when you're out on the street and you're doing the best to protect everyone?
Well, so, the police department's come a long way with gun help. There's PAPA, Employee Assistance Union, chaplains union. There's a lot of other ways to get help too. But what I realize a lot of time, and not only with police officers, first responders, teachers, nurses, doctors, a lot of stuff is going on off in the private life that no one knows about, and whatever little stress that happens in the work life could be a trigger. Because a lot of time I believe work is a distraction. If you're having issues in your personal life, you go to work to forget that.
Absolutely.
So I think a lot of times I know I answer to a lot of people about retirement. Has anybody ever talked to you about retirement? How it is to retire?
retirement is such a challenge in the family dynamics in regards to now that the first responder was out and working, now they're home and they need to acclimate back into the family because they really haven't been with the family. They've missed the soccer games, they missed dinners. There's a lot of family discord going on, and especially with retirement.
So I was on WABC Cop Talk. They asked about retirement at a certain age, and I kind of told them retirement's for everyone, but it's not for everyone. Everybody has to retire, but we realize we go 100 miles an hour, and then we retire, and you want to depress 4 months later, we're like, my life's at a standstill. What am I going to do? So I always tell everybody, look for a passion we'll still do, and a purpose. A purpose could be every Wednesday get up, coach Little League, or every Wednesday meet their friends and go play darts or a painting sip or something. Have something on your schedule to look forward to every week, because otherwise every day when you retire, might as well be a Saturday if you don't get yourself involved.
Right, and that's where the mental health piece comes into play, because sometimes the first responders don't know how to, like I said, acclimate back into the community. Everything was about their job. Where, we got a golf outing, we have this going on, we have that going on. I got to cover this shift. I got to, all of a sudden now I got overtime. But now that you're retired, it's like, now what?
And that's the truth. And you know what? I help all walks of life. Believe it or not, they reach out to me on social media, what they're going through, if it's military, if it's a private world, or the first responder world. It's going crazy here. Retirement's something good, but a lot of time it's an albatross.
Yes.
They're coming back. The band's coming back. That's good.
All right.
So my next question to ask you: do you talk to people about meditation? About what is the stress relief you might offer someone to maybe when they get anxious to think about something else? What's a mechanism they can do?
One of the mechanisms, first of all, is really to develop that trusting relationship. And once we get that going, I teach them breathing. I'm also a yoga teacher, and I teach meditation. So what's really important is to bring down that nervous system and focus on the breath. And the guys are like, oh, meditation, yoga, I don't want to do any of that. But once we get that relationship going and they're in a safe place, it's amazing the results that you could see. I always stress, get out into nature, get out and walk. Dogs, animals are very good companions too.
So I tried meditation when I first was going through all my craziness in my life, and I went to meditation and it was full. I ended up falling asleep. The guy said I did it wrong, but I guess to me, the music, the silence, I need put me to sleep. But so meditation's hard. I think for me, it got me to. I read motivational, inspirational, maybe religious. I read something to keep my brain going for motivation, but also that a lot of people go through problems, and a lot of people get out of problems, and that's where I feel like you're a lighthouse. I'm the lighthouse at times because we've been in the ocean of anxiety. We were probably almost drowned, but we know how to get to the lighthouse for help. And sometimes now you are the beacon of the lighthouse, but I have to ask you. You take everybody else's problems. Do you talk to other people too?
Absolutely. I encourage it. I have a supervisor myself that I speak with just to process with my clients, but also to process with myself because I am a wife of a first responder. So I need that as well. I cannot help anyone else if I'm not utilizing the skills that I need and support from someone else.
So, that's good because I know I have a couple people watch my She's a therapist too. She watches myself. A lot of people, we're out there to help everybody. And my shows are like a family, a community of mental health awareness, all looking out for each other. But we also know sometimes I have to unplug too. So I might turn my phone off. I charge it because I can't be 24/7 because I take on a lot and I help a lot and I work. But sometimes I need to unplug for myself too.
And that's very hard to do, to unplug, because you feel like you got to keep going, I got to help. And you're not going to be able to do that. And I realize that myself. I've been doing it for over 25 years. You really have to take a step back. I come home from work. I can't even look at anyone. I have to just sit down. I do some breath work. And then I'm able to have a conversation with my husband.
When I am bored, certain time of night the phones get turned off. And I have to, because social media is always going, and I'm not letting people down. I'll get back to them in the morning, but I have to do it for myself because I need a little downtime, because I realize I work, I help, I do motivation. Yesterday I did a show, today I do a show. It's all about giving back, and I love giving back. It's therapeutic.
But it's okay to say to someone, you know what, I do want to help you. I can't help you right now. I can help you tomorrow or the next day, but not right now.
Oh, that's Murphy's on the show. I got reverb. All right, so let me ask you. What's your favorite song of all time?
I love Fleetwood Mac. I love Fleetwood Mac. Just every single song is a great song.
I know your way. Because Lizzie Buckingham wrote that song. It was a relation with Stevie Nicks. And it went bad. And I was his way of telling her. I felt bad for Lizzie Buckingham in that song.
Yeah.
You could go your way. So, Fleetwood Mac is good. I like, I'm not telling you what I do like. I like real Speedwagon. I like Speedwagon. Alright, I don't know. Alright, so, question 2. What do you, would you rather be misunderstood or unappreciated? And why?
I think I'd like to be misunderstood because I don't have to answer to people. Misunderstand me, but when you get to know me, I'm not gonna be misunderstood anymore.
Well, I think people misunderstand other people because sometimes my persona can be loud. Once they get to know me, I'm a good guy. But they might dislike me right away. I'm outgoing, I'm loud, and it turns some people off until they get to know I have a good heart. So misunderstood, I think, is a compliment.
It is totally a compliment because let me tell you, when people get to know me, when they first see me, they're like, all right, what is she about? What is she about? And then when they get to know me, they're like, wow, you know what? I really couldn't figure you out, but you're like amazing. You're really nice.
That's true. Greg, give you one more question. Would you rather go to spend 100 days in Antarctica or the moon? 100 days in Antarctica or the moon?
I like the moon. It looks very quiet and serene.
You see Umbrella Academy? You ever watch that show, Umbrella Academy? He was stuck on the moon by himself. They're not too good to me.
We need to do that. We need to unwind sometime.
Antarctica, I have heat on my life. If I have a heat in Antarctica, it's good inside me, it's cool. Outside I freeze, but I still can leave if TV inside. I think I don't think everything works in the moon. I think it'll isolate.
But that's okay though.
For 100 days?
Yes, that's okay.
By yourself?
Yes, absolutely.
I think after 1 week I would go crazy. All right, last question here, right? Would you rather have Christmas every day or summer year round?
Definitely not every day. I think Christmas one day a year is fine.
So summer all year round?
Yes, summer all year round.
Now,
actually, I like the fall.
Well, you're telling me it's going to be 95 and humid every day like Florida? No, thank you. I can't do that. I like my spring. I like fall. You can keep the winter.
Okay, but you didn't say that. I do like the fall. That's my favorite.
Well, I said summer all year round. That means hot, hazy, humid.
No, I could not do that. No.
Christmas every day. It could be in the summer. Don't have to be winter. You know, give a gift. I don't know. Everybody. You want to play more music? Do we have anything to say for another night? I don't know.
Okay, thank you. you.
You good?
Yeah,
Want to stay? Play these, please, Brian. You need to how to use it. All right, so we're going to keep going. I'm going to go to a little more music before we leave because it's a little chaotic. Everybody on the live band, the live plays. This event is for Pride Tank Cop, but it's really for Freedom Fest, support all first responders, and military, Memorial Day week. Lily Flanagan came up with the idea. Last year was a success. It's a success this year. It did rain, it cleared up, it's sunny, and it's packed in here. We got beer nuts playing the music. All right? We got live, and everybody's looking at me in the bar like, who the hell are you? Well, I guess they don't watch us, but they understand. So what I realize over here, what I do realize, you know, it's almost like Forrest Gump at the bus stop when he was stuck waiting to go see when he was talking to the lady. I listen to everybody's conversations right here. So I always wonder, like, what is going on in a bar? What are they talking about in a bar? I don't know.
What are they talking about?
No.
What about them?
When you go to a bar, it's like Seinfeld. Seinfeld's a show about nothing, and conversations about nothing. It's random conversations. I realize. So if anybody really wants to know what goes on in the bar, we just talk about everything and nothing, really. Just ramble, have a drink in your hand, and socialize. Like so. You're in the pool? Which pool? I am a Seinfeld. Oh, Shrinkage. George Costanza right there. I love Seinfeld. Shrinkage. He was in the pool. I love that. Are we good? All right, we're going to do a meeting.
Thank
We're
you.
going to do a meeting. We have music, 3 songs. I don't want to compete with them. DJ Brian, give me nights at Broadway again.
I want everyone to reach out. Mental health is really important.
Yes.
Follow us at Project Thank the Cop.
And I don't believe mental health is only on Maine. They say mental health, as you know, I do my show every weekend. Mental health is 24/7, 365.
Be okay.
All right. First song. What's the name behind the song? Give it up. Hit it. What is the name behind that song? Well, Casey and Sunshine wrote that song about how everybody always wants to have someone who never wants to be with that anyone. So that's what the song about. He wrote about everybody wants to be with that one person, and that one person doesn't want to be with anybody. You know that. It sounds like that song. Very good. Song number 2. I love it. Rick Springfield. Hit it. So Rick Springfield wrote this song. It's about infidelity. He wrote about his girlfriend who he thought was being unfaithful when he was on the road. Yeah, we're gonna go. But he wrote Jesse's girl, how he wanted to be with his friend in the band's girl, Jesse's girl. I think Rick Springfield wrote a lot about relationships, taboo. Song number 3. Are we ready? Hit it. What is Too Shy to Shy about? Kajagoogoo? First hit by a band, a one-hit wonder. And when they asked them what Kajagoogoo was about, they said they just wrote a song and they caught a funny name for where they come from. They're from Australia. I don't know what Kajagoogoo means down there, but it means something. They wrote the song about it. All right, you good? All right, so I'm gonna talk real quick before we go bye-bye. So everybody out there, whatever you're going through, remember one thing. You know, when we wake up in the morning, and we open our eyes, God's Spirit telling you a new day begins. It's not for us to think, oh damn, another day, I'm stuck with this headache, I'm stuck with this problem. No, God woke you up for a reason. He believes in you, He's with you, and He backs you up. So if you haven't got out of bed today, you know what, tomorrow's another day. But if you get out of bed today, and you finally make it to the shower, that's a positive step. If you get to the kitchen, you make some breakfast, that's a great step. And if you're able to go out the front door, even take the mail in, I'm proud of you. Don't give up on what you're going through. Every little small step forward is a step back. Oh, Shania Twain's on.
Don't forget to reach out. Reach out, reach out.
Reach out. Talk to someone. Like I say, we do the show. You want to talk to a loved one, a friend, a co-worker, a licensed therapist, a clergy. Talk to somebody. Asking for help is a sign of strength, not a sign of weakness. So you talk to someone and you get a licensed therapist. They tell us one stat. 90% of people overcome serious depression and won't go back with two things. With either medication or with a licensed therapist that they can count on. They get through their problems and they don't go back to as bad. So when they were training us, they say 90% of people can overcome what they're going through with medication and with a licensed therapist, someone you talk to.
Right. And they can help you figure out, like, what is your social connection? Who are you connecting with? Very important.
All right. Brian, you ready to play Never Give Up? Brian, you ready to go out? Never give up. Play Mackie. All right, everybody. Yeah, I'm going to be putting out a lot of commercials with this video on tomorrow. But thank you for coming in. Live Freedom Fest still going on. It's crazy. It's packed. About 500 people here. You know, till we meet again next week. Andy Fox is over there doing his raffles. Are we ready?
Life isn't always easy.
I wrote this song.
In fact, at times it can be a hurricane of feelings and emotions. I can tell you that tomorrow's never promised. So today's the day to make a difference.
Good night, everybody.
When you feel like running away.
Hello. All right, go up the block then. I'm coming in the park. I just ended my show. I'm coming out now, all right? I'll be in the... Go up the block. There's no parking. I see across the street with parking. I don't know. Hold on. I'll be in the park. I'll meet you out there.